Over 70, top 3. Best morning drinks. You must eat to flush out toxins and save your kidneys. If you're over 70 and you still drink your morning coffee first thing, you might be doing damage to your kidneys without even knowing it. Every single day, your kidneys work non-stop to clean your blood. But after 70, they don't work the way they used to. They get slower, weaker, and that means all the toxins, waste, and extra salt in your body don't get flushed out like before. Doctors don't always tell you this, but there are simple drinks, things you probably already have in your kitchen, that can help your kidneys do their job better. Not some expensive supplement, not some fancy juice cleanse, just real simple drinks. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 morning drinks that can help flush out toxins and protect your kidneys as you age. Drink number 2 is one almost nobody talks about, but it might be the most powerful one on this list. And stick around till the end, because I'll tell you the one common drink you should avoid first thing in the morning, the one that might be hurting your kidneys right now. 1. Coffee. Now I know what you're thinking. Coffee? Isn't that supposed to be bad for older people? That's what most people believe. But here's the surprising part. A growing number of studies suggest that drinking coffee may actually reduce the risk of developing chronic kidney disease. One large population study even followed over 14,000 people and found that coffee drinkers had an 11% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease compared to people who never drank coffee at all. But why does this happen? Why would something like coffee, which a lot of people think is hard on your body, actually help protect your kidneys? The answer comes down to one word: antioxidants. Coffee is rich in bioactive compounds, like phenolic compounds, that carry strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. And here's why that matters so much once you're over 70. Your kidneys spend every single hour of every single day filtering waste out of your blood. That process creates something called oxidative stress. Over the years, that stress builds up and slowly wears down the tiny filters inside your kidney. Antioxidants act like a shield. They help calm down that inflammation and protect those filters from getting damaged even further. Research published in the journal Nutrients even highlighted that the antioxidants found in coffee may directly protect kidney tissue. So this isn't just a rumor floating around the internet. This is something scientists have actually been studying for years. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Some researchers found what's called a dose-response pattern. Basically, this means the more coffee someone drinks, to a certain point, the lower their risk of chronic kidney disease becomes. One study tracking over 227,000 people found that drinking just one more cup of coffee a day was linked to a lower risk of developing severe kidney disease. But, and this is important, more is not always better. This does not mean you should start drinking 6 or 7 cups a day. Most experts agree that sticking to somewhere between 1 and 4 cups a day is the sweet spot, enough to get the benefit without overloading your body with caffeine, which can raise blood pressure and put extra strain on your heart if you drink too much of. So how should you actually make this drink to get the most benefit for your kidney? Keep it black, that's the secret. No sugar, no flavored creamer, no syrup. As soon as you start adding sugar to your coffee, you start working against yourself. Sugar spikes your blood sugar, and high blood sugar over time is one of the biggest things that damages your kidneys. So if you're someone who needs your coffee a little smoother, try a small splash of milk or unsweetened almond milk instead. Keep it simple, keep it clean. If you want to take it one step further, try brewing your coffee slightly weaker than usual, especially if you're sensitive to caffeine. A gentler cup in the morning, maybe paired with a piece of fruit like a banana or some berries, gives your body a slow, steady start instead of a jolt. Berries are also loaded with their own antioxidants, so pairing them with your coffee basically doubles down on protecting your cells from that oxidative stress we talked about earlier. And if you already have high blood pressure or an existing kidney condition, this is where you want to be a little more careful. Talk to your doctor before making coffee a daily habit, because your body might respond differently than someone with healthy kidneys. But for most people over 70 with generally healthy kidneys, a simple cup of black coffee in the morning isn't the enemy. It might actually be one of the easiest, cheapest things you can do to help protect your kidneys for years to come. And that's just drink number 1. Wait until you hear what's coming next, because drink number 2 works in a completely different way, and it might surprise you even more. 2. Green tea. Here's the first thing that makes green tea special for people over 70. It has way less caffeine than coffee. A cup of green tea has around 29 milligrams of caffeine, while a regular cup of coffee can have over 100. That's a huge difference. So if your body is sensitive to caffeine, or your heart doctor told you to watch your intake, green tea gives you almost all the benefits without putting stress on your heart rate. But the real magic of green tea comes from something called catechins. These are powerful antioxidants, and green tea is loaded with them. The most important one is called EGCG. Scientists have studied this compound for years, and what they found is pretty amazing. EGCG has protective effects across a wide range of kidney conditions, and it's actually one of the most researched natural compounds when it comes to kidney health. Here's why that matters for you. As we get older, our blood vessels naturally get stiffer, and blood pressure tends to creep up. And high blood pressure is one of the #1 causes of kidney damage over time, because it puts extra force on those tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. Green tea may help with this in 2 ways. First, animal studies have found that EGCG can lower blood pressure, reduce protein leaking into the urine, while also reducing scarring in the kidneys. Second, some research on tea compounds found they could significantly reduce both the top and bottom blood pressure numbers while protecting kidney tissue from damage. And there's more. If you've ever dealt with kidney stones, or you're trying to avoid them, green tea might help there too. The high level of a compound called epigallocatechin gallate in green tea may actually create a hindrance to kidney stone formation. That's a big deal, because kidney stones are extremely common in older adults, and they are painful, really painful. Anything that lowers your risk is worth adding to your morning routine. Now, some people worry that drinking tea every day might actually strain the kidneys over time, since your kidneys have to process everything you drink. But here's some good news. A study that had healthy adults drink 3 cups of green tea a day for 4 weeks found something reassuring. Green tea consumption did not negatively affect kidney function based on measurements of creatinine, urea, and filtration rate. So for most people with healthy kidneys, daily green tea is not just safe, it appears to actually support kidney function over time. So how should you drink it to get the best results? Skip the bottled, sugary green tea drinks you find at the store. Those are loaded with added sugar and barely have any real tea in them. What you want is loose leaf green tea or simple green tea bags steeped in hot water for about 2 to 3 minutes. Not boiling water, that can make it taste bitter. Just hot, not scalding. If you want to boost the benefit even more, add a small squeeze of lemon. The vitamin C in lemon actually helps your body absorb the catechins in green tea more effectively. And if you like a little natural sweetness, a small drizzle of honey works fine. Just avoid loading it with sugar. Most research suggests somewhere between 2 and 4 cups a day is a great range for most older adults. Not 5, 6, 7 cups. 2 to 4 is the sweet spot. Enough to protect your blood vessels, support healthy blood pressure, and give your kidneys a helping hand without overloading your system. Coffee opens the door. Green tea builds on it. But drink number 3. That one might be the most overlooked of all 3, and it works in a way that's completely different from the first 2. Let's get into it. 3. Kefir. If you've never heard of it, kefir is a fermented dairy drink. Think of it kind of like a thinner, more sour version of yogurt that you can drink instead of eat with a spoon. And it's packed full of live bacteria, the good kind, called probiotics. Now you might be wondering, what does bacteria in your gut have to do with your kidneys? That actually sounds pretty unrelated, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have discovered something called the gut-kidney axis. This is the idea that your gut and your kidneys are constantly influencing each other, and problems in one can directly affect the other through things like inflammation and immune response. Here's how it works. As we get older, the balance of bacteria in our gut can shift. Some of the helpful bacteria decrease, and that imbalance is linked to more inflammation throughout the body, including inflammation that can put stress on your kidneys. So when you bring in probiotic-rich foods like kefir, you're helping to restore that balance, and that may take some pressure off your kidneys over time. But here's the part that really stood out to me. Kefir might help protect against kidney stones, and this one has a fascinating explanation behind it. There's a specific bacteria in your gut that actually breaks down oxalate, which is one of the main substances that forms kidney stones in the first place. There's a naturally occurring bacterium in the digestive tract that has been shown to break down oxalate, which helps prevent kidney stones from forming in the first place. And in one small study, patients at high risk for kidney stones were given a daily probiotic blend, and researchers found it could help reduce the oxalate concentration linked to stone formation. This matters a lot for people over 70 because kidney stones become more common as we age, and they are genuinely one of the most painful things a person can go through. If a simple drink at breakfast can lower that risk even a little, that's worth paying attention to. Now, I want to be honest with you here because that's what this channel is about. The research on kefir specifically, not just probiotics in general, but kefir itself, is still fairly new. Scientists are still studying exactly how much it helps, and by how much. So this isn't some miracle cure that's going to fix your kidneys overnight. But the early signs are promising, and it's a simple natural drink that most people can easily add to their morning. So how do you actually use this one? You can find kefir in most grocery stores now, usually right next to the yogurt. Look for plain, unsweetened kefir. Just like with coffee and green tea, the flavored versions are often loaded with added sugar. That sugar can work against the very benefits you're trying to get. Start with a small glass in the morning. Maybe half a cup to a full cup, and see how your body responds. If the taste is a little too sour for you at first, that's completely normal. Try mixing it with a handful of fresh berries or a small banana. This does two things. It makes the taste much more enjoyable, and it also adds fiber, which actually helps feed the good bacteria in your gut even more. Some people also blend it into a simple smoothie in the morning, which is an easy way to get it down without even noticing the tartness. One more tip: if you're lactose sensitive, don't worry too much. The fermentation process in kefir breaks down a lot of the lactose already. So many people who normally struggle with dairy find that kefir sits just fine with them. But of course, if you have any concerns, it's always smart to check with your doctor first, especially if you're managing an existing kidney condition. So let's bring it all together. Coffee, with its antioxidants that help fight the daily damage your kidneys go through. Green tea, gentle on your heart but powerful for your blood pressure and blood vessels. And kefir, working quietly behind the scenes through your gut to calm inflammation and even help fight off kidney stones. None of these are magic. None of these will undo years of damage overnight. But your kidneys don't need magic. They need small, steady support every single morning for years to come. And that's exactly what these 3 drinks can give you. You don't have to drink all 3 every single day. Pick the one that fits your life best. Start there and let it become a habit. Your kidneys have been working for you every single day of your life. This is your chance to finally work for them. If this helped you, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video that could help you feel younger and healthier for years to come.